If you want to change your life, the first step is to raise your standards. Everything you experience today, your health, finances, relationships, and success, is a direct reflection of the standards you've set for yourself. Most people settle for what is convenient, comfortable, or familiar. They live within the limits of what they believe they deserve instead of pushing themselves to a higher level. The real shift happens when you stop accepting mediocrity and demand more from yourself. This is not about making small changes or temporary improvements. It's about setting a new baseline for what you will no longer tolerate in your life. When you decide to raise your standards, you are making a conscious commitment to a new way of thinking and acting. It means saying no to excuses, no to procrastination, and no to anything that doesn't align with your highest potential. It's about declaring that you will no longer settle for being out of shape, for financial struggles, for toxic relationships, or for a job that drains your energy. Instead, you make a firm decision to demand excellence from yourself in every area. You stop waiting for the right moment and take full control, knowing that success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who take action. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck is that they operate based on their current circumstances rather than their true potential. They let their past dictate their future. They allow setbacks, failures, or fears to define what they believe is possible. The moment you raise your standards, you stop looking at life as something that happens to you and start shaping it according to your vision. You develop an unshakable belief that you deserve more, that you are capable of more, and that you will achieve more. It's not about hoping or wishing. It's about deciding with absolute certainty that you will create the life you want. Raising your standards also means aligning your actions with your new expectations. Many people make resolutions or set goals but fail because they don't back them up with daily habits and rituals. The key is to embody the identity of the person you want to become. If you want to be successful, think, act, and behave like a successful person. If you want to be fit, make fitness a non-negotiable part of your routine. If you want financial freedom, start managing your money with discipline and strategy. When you commit to this level of excellence, you will begin to see massive changes in your results. The truth is, life will give you what you demand of it. If you demand more from yourself, you will get more. If you raise the standard of what you accept, you will naturally elevate every area of your life. But it starts with you, your mindset, your choices, and your commitment. The moment you make the decision to stop settling and start striving, you set in motion a powerful transformation. This is how breakthroughs happen. This is how you shock everyone, not by talking about change, but by becoming the living proof of what's possible. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, and mastering it is the key to transforming your life. Every action, every decision, and every outcome is shaped by the way you think. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is not talent, luck, or resources, it's mindset. Your thoughts create your reality, and what you consistently focus on determines the quality of your life. If you focus on problems, you'll see more obstacles. If you focus on possibilities, you'll see more opportunities. The mind operates like a muscle. It needs to be conditioned daily to perform at its best. If you don't take control of it, it will be controlled by fear, doubt, and negativity. Mastering your mindset starts with awareness. Most people let their thoughts run on autopilot, reacting to life instead of taking charge. They absorb negativity from the world around them, news, social media, toxic influences, and allow it to shape their emotions and decisions. The first step to mental mastery is recognizing the patterns that hold you back. What do you say to yourself every day? What beliefs are guiding your actions? Are you feeding your mind with empowering thoughts, or are you allowing self-doubt to take over? You must become the gatekeeper of your mind, choosing what you allow in and consciously replacing limiting beliefs with powerful, unstoppable ones. Emotions are also a direct result of mental conditioning. People often believe that their emotions are out of their control, but the truth is emotions follow thoughts. If you constantly focus on what's wrong, you'll feel stressed, frustrated, or discouraged. But if you train yourself to focus on what's possible and what you can control and on what you're grateful for, you will experience more confidence, drive, and energy. This is not about ignoring reality. It's about taking control of how you respond to it. The strongest people are not those who never face difficulties. They are those who have trained themselves to respond to challenges with a powerful mindset. They don't let setbacks define them. They use them as fuel to grow. One of the most powerful ways to condition your mind is through daily rituals. The way you start and end your day shapes your mental state. High performers don't leave their mindset to chance. They cultivate it intentionally, whether it's through meditation, visualization, affirmations, reading, or movement. They prime their minds to operate at peak levels. They train themselves to focus on solutions instead of problems, on progress instead of excuses. They don't wait for motivation, they create it. Mastering your mindset also means eliminating the habit of blaming external circumstances for where you are in life. The moment you take full responsibility for your thoughts and actions, you reclaim your power. No more excuses, no more waiting for things to change, just relentless commitment to shifting your perspective and taking bold action. When you reprogram your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles, to believe in your potential instead of your limitations, and to push forward instead of holding back, you will create unstoppable momentum. This is how you rise above the ordinary, how you break through limitations, and how you shock everyone, not by what you say, but by what you do. Taking massive action is the ultimate key to turning dreams into reality. Most people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting until they feel ready. But the truth is, nothing changes until action is taken. Knowledge alone is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Too many people get stuck in analysis paralysis, overthinking every decision, doubting themselves, and hesitating to move forward. The only way to break free from this cycle is to develop the habit of taking immediate, massive action. Small, hesitant steps will not create breakthroughs. Real transformation happens when you commit fully, push beyond your comfort zone, and go all in. Massive action is not about doing something once and hoping for results. It is about consistent, relentless execution. The people who achieve the greatest success are not always the most talented or the most intelligent. They are the ones who refuse to stop. They take action. They fail, they learn, and they adjust. They don't wait for motivation to strike because they understand that action creates momentum, and momentum fuels motivation. The more you do, the more confident you become, and the easier it is to keep going. One of the biggest obstacles to taking massive action is fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of uncertainty. But fear only has power over those who hesitate. When you act despite fear, you weaken its grip on you. Every great achiever has faced fear, but instead of letting it stop them, they used it as fuel. They understood that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the process. Every mistake, every setback, every rejection is simply feedback. It teaches you what works and what doesn't, helping you refine your approach until you succeed. The only true failure is doing nothing. Another key to taking massive action is eliminating distractions and excuses. Most people claim they want success, but their actions say otherwise. They waste time on meaningless activities, procrastinate on important tasks, and allow distractions to steal their focus. Success requires discipline. It demands that you cut out the things that don't serve your goals and commit fully to what does. This means prioritizing the work that matters, creating a daily action plan, and holding yourself accountable. You cannot afford to let days, weeks, or months slip by without making significant progress. Every day is an opportunity to move forward, and the ones who take advantage of it are the ones who rise to the top. Taking massive action also means being willing to do what others won't. The majority of people settle for average because they are unwilling to push through discomfort. They want success, but they don't want the struggle that comes with it. Those who truly commit understand that growth happens outside the comfort zone. They are willing to wake up earlier, work harder, learn more, and push themselves further than anyone else. They are relentless, and because of this, they achieve results that shock the world. Nothing in life changes without action. You can have the best ideas, the biggest dreams, and the most detailed plans, but without action, they are worthless. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. One takes action, the other doesn't. Make the decision to move forward, take bold steps, and never look back. This is how breakthroughs happen, how goals are achieved, and how you prove to everyone, including yourself, that you are unstoppable. Crushing limiting beliefs is the foundation of true transformation. Every person carries a set of beliefs that shape their decisions, actions, and ultimately their results. Some of these beliefs are empowering, pushing people to achieve greatness, while others are limiting, acting as invisible chains that hold them back. The biggest reason most people never reach their full potential is not a lack of opportunity, intelligence, or resources. It's the belief that they can't. These limiting beliefs are often deeply ingrained, formed through past experiences, societal conditioning, or repeated failures, but no belief is permanent unless you allow it to be. The moment you take control of your beliefs, you take control of your life. Limiting beliefs manifest in many ways. Some people believe they are not smart enough, talented enough, or worthy of success. Others believe that success is only for the lucky, or that they are too old or too young to achieve their dreams. These beliefs create self-imposed barriers that prevent them from taking risks, seizing opportunities, and pushing beyond their comfort zones. The mind is powerful. It will always look for evidence to support what you believe. If you believe you are not capable, you will subconsciously act in ways that reinforce that belief. But if you believe that you are unstoppable, that you are capable of achieving anything, your mind will work in your favor, finding ways to make it happen. The first step to crushing limiting beliefs is identifying them. Most people are not even aware of the negative stories they tell themselves. They repeat phrases like, "I can't," "it's too hard," or "I'm not good enough," without realizing the damage these words are doing. Awareness is power. Once you recognize the beliefs that are holding you back, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief true? Where did it come from? Has someone else in similar circumstances succeeded despite this limitation? More often than not, you will realize that these beliefs are nothing more than unproven assumptions or outdated fears. The next step is to rewire your mind with new, empowering beliefs. This requires conscious effort and repetition. The same way negative beliefs were programmed into your mind over time, positive beliefs must be deliberately reinforced. Use powerful affirmations, visualize your success, and surround yourself with people who push you to think bigger. Replace "I can't" with "I will find a way." Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am capable and constantly improving." The more you repeat these new beliefs, the more they become your reality. Action is the final key to destroying limiting beliefs. You must prove to yourself that they are false. Take small, consistent steps outside your comfort zone. Each time you push past fear, doubt, or hesitation, you weaken the old belief and strengthen your confidence. The only way to truly know what you are capable of is to test your limits. Once you break through one mental barrier, you realize how many others were simply illusions. The mind can either be your greatest ally or your biggest enemy. The choice is yours. If you refuse to let limiting beliefs define you, there is no obstacle too great, no challenge too difficult, and no dream too big. The moment you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your destiny. This is how you rise above the ordinary and shock everyone, not by what you say, but by what you prove through your actions. Building emotional and physical strength is the foundation for achieving long-term success and fulfillment. The mind and body are deeply connected, and the level of strength you develop in both areas will determine how well you navigate life's challenges. Most people focus on external success, but neglect the inner resilience required to sustain it. Without emotional strength, setbacks and failures will crush your confidence. Without physical strength, your energy levels will be inconsistent, making it difficult to perform at your best. True power comes from mastering both, creating a force that drives you forward no matter what obstacles appear in your path. Emotional strength is the ability to remain focused, confident, and driven even in the face of adversity. Life will test you. Unexpected failures, criticism, rejection, and moments of doubt are all part of the journey. Those who lack emotional strength allow these setbacks to define them, becoming discouraged and giving up too soon. But those who have trained their minds to handle pressure use these challenges as fuel to push harder. They understand that emotions are temporary, that fear and doubt can be controlled, and that their response to difficulties will shape their destiny. The key is to develop self-awareness and emotional control, refusing to let negativity dictate actions. Instead of reacting impulsively, strong individuals pause, refocus, and take intentional steps toward their goals. They do not allow external circumstances to shake their inner certainty. Physical strength is just as critical because energy is the foundation of all achievement. Without strong physical health, even the most determined individuals will struggle to maintain high performance. The body is an instrument, and when it is weak, sluggish, or neglected, it limits productivity and mental sharpness. Strengthening the body through proper exercise, nutrition, and rest is not about aesthetics. It is about power, endurance, and vitality. A strong body fuels a strong mind. When energy levels are high, confidence increases, focus sharpens, and motivation becomes easier to sustain. Physical training is not just about lifting weights or running miles. It is about discipline, consistency, and pushing past limitations. Every workout, every healthy meal, and every disciplined habit is a step toward becoming unstoppable. Developing both emotional and physical strength requires commitment. It is not something that happens overnight, but something that must be cultivated daily. Those who master these areas have rituals in place. They train their minds with empowering thoughts and condition their bodies through movement. They know that strength is built in moments of resistance. When the mind says quit, but they push forward anyway, they do not avoid discomfort, they embrace it, knowing that real growth comes from challenging limits. Every time they overcome a mental or physical barrier, they become stronger, more confident, and more prepared for whatever life throws at them. In a world where most people give up at the first sign of struggle, those who build emotional and physical strength stand out. They operate at a higher level, achieving goals that seem impossible to others. Their resilience makes them unstoppable. Their energy makes them magnetic, and their discipline makes them successful. This is how they rise above mediocrity and shock everyone, not by words, but by becoming living proof of what is possible when strength is mastered. Cutting out toxic influences is one of the most powerful decisions a person can make to transform their life. The people, environments, and habits that surround you shape your mindset, energy, and potential. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and mediocrity, it will slowly drain your motivation and limit your growth. Many people fail to reach their goals not because they lack ability or opportunity, but because they allow toxic influences to keep them stuck. The only way to break free and reach new levels of success is to intentionally remove anything and anyone that does not support your highest potential. Toxic influences come in many forms. Some people disguise themselves as friends but constantly undermine your confidence, dismiss your ambitions, and inject doubt into your mind. Others project their own fears and insecurities onto you, convincing you that your goals are unrealistic or impossible. These individuals may not always have bad intentions, but their negative energy can be just as destructive. Then there are those who thrive on drama, complaints, and excuses, people who drain your energy rather than uplift you. If you want to create a powerful life, you cannot afford to be surrounded by individuals who keep you mentally and emotionally stuck. Another major source of toxicity is the content you consume. Every day, people fill their minds with negativity, whether through social media, the news, or toxic entertainment that glorifies unhealthy habits. The mind is like a sponge, absorbing everything it is exposed to. If you are constantly consuming fear, anger, and self-doubt, your mindset will reflect that. But when you take control and start feeding your mind with empowering books, positive influences, and uplifting messages, everything begins to shift. Just as you wouldn't put garbage into your body and expect to feel healthy, you cannot fill your mind with negativity and expect to feel powerful. Habits and environments also play a crucial role. If your daily routine is filled with distractions, procrastination, and unhealthy behaviors, it will be difficult to make progress. Many people cling to toxic habits simply because they are comfortable and familiar, even when they know these habits are keeping them stuck. It takes courage to break free from destructive cycles, but once you do, the rewards are immense. Surrounding yourself with an environment that fuels growth, whether it's through supportive relationships, disciplined routines, or spaces that inspire creativity, can accelerate success faster than anything else. Letting go of toxic influences is not always easy. It requires making tough choices, distancing yourself from certain people, and breaking patterns that may have been part of your life for years, but the reality is you cannot evolve while staying in the same place. Growth demands change. It requires choosing to be around those who challenge you, push you, and believe in your potential. It means protecting your energy and refusing to allow negativity to take up space in your life. The moment you commit to cutting out toxic influences, you create room for new opportunities, stronger connections, and a mindset that is primed for success. This is how transformation happens, not by holding on to what drains you, but by making space for what empowers you. Developing unshakable self-discipline is the foundation of extraordinary success. While most people rely on motivation, those who achieve greatness understand that discipline is far more powerful. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes depending on emotions and external circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is the force that keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. It is the ability to do what needs to be done regardless of how difficult, inconvenient, or uncomfortable it may be. Those who master self-discipline create unstoppable momentum in their lives, turning dreams into reality through consistent action. The reason so many people struggle with self-discipline is that they allow their emotions to dictate their decisions. They wait until they feel ready, until the timing is perfect, or until inspiration strikes. But the truth is, the most successful people don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They take action whether they feel like it or not. They push through resistance, ignore excuses, and train themselves to follow through on commitments no matter what. This level of discipline is not something people are born with. It is developed through intentional effort and repetition. The key to building self-discipline is mastering small daily habits. Success is not about making one big decision. It's about making the right choices over and over again, even when no one is watching. Every time you follow through on a commitment, no matter how small, you strengthen your ability to stay disciplined in bigger areas of life. Whether it's waking up early, sticking to a workout, focusing on deep work instead of distractions, or following a strict routine, these habits create the foundation for massive success. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to stay disciplined in all areas of life. One of the biggest obstacles to self-discipline is temptation, the distractions and short-term pleasures that pull people away from their goals. Social media, entertainment, unhealthy food, procrastination, and comfort-seeking behaviors all weaken discipline over time. To develop unshakable self-discipline, it is essential to identify and eliminate these distractions. The ability to delay gratification is a superpower. Those who can resist short-term pleasures for long-term gains always outperform those who give in to every impulse. This applies to every area of life: health, business, relationships, and personal growth. The ability to stay focused, resist distractions, and stay committed to long-term goals separates those who succeed from those who settle. Another critical aspect of discipline is holding yourself accountable. Many people fail to stay disciplined because they make excuses and justify their lack of action. High achievers, however, take full responsibility for their decisions. They don't allow themselves to break promises, and they don't tolerate mediocrity in their own actions. They set high standards and refuse to let themselves fall below them. When discipline becomes a non-negotiable part of life, success is inevitable. In a world where most people look for shortcuts and easy ways out, those who develop unshakable self-discipline stand out. They achieve what others only dream about because they are willing to do what others won't. They are the ones who show up every day, put in the work, and stay committed no matter what. This is how real transformation happens, not through bursts of inspiration, but through relentless discipline that turns vision into reality. Mastering the art of resilience is the key to long-term success and fulfillment. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. Everyone faces setbacks, failures, disappointments, and moments of doubt. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck is resilience, the ability to adapt, recover, and keep moving forward no matter what happens. Most people allow obstacles to define them, using failure as an excuse to give up. But those who develop resilience understand that setbacks are not the end of the journey. They are simply tests that separate the committed from the uncommitted. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, to sharpen skills, and to prove what is truly possible. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about developing the mental strength to overcome them. Many people waste time wishing things were easier instead of focusing on how they can become stronger. They let fear of failure hold them back, allowing negative experiences to dictate their future actions. But those who build resilience understand that failure is never final unless they choose to stop trying. Every successful person has faced rejection, criticism, and adversity, but instead of breaking under pressure, they use it as fuel to push forward. They don't see obstacles as stop signs, they see them as stepping stones. One of the most important aspects of resilience is controlling your mindset. The way you interpret challenges determines how you respond to them. If you see difficulties as signs that you are not capable, you will retreat. But if you see them as opportunities to grow, you will keep pushing forward. Resilient people train their minds to focus on solutions rather than problems. They do not dwell on what went wrong. They look for ways to improve and move forward. They understand that every setback carries a lesson, and they use these lessons to come back stronger each time. This mindset shift is what allows them to succeed where others fail. Another critical part of resilience is emotional control. Life will bring moments of frustration, disappointment, and stress. Many people allow their emotions to take over, reacting impulsively and making poor decisions. Resilient individuals, however, learn to master their emotions. They acknowledge their feelings but do not let them dictate their actions. They stay focused on their goals regardless of how they feel in the moment. This ability to stay composed under pressure is what allows them to keep moving forward even when the odds are against them. Building resilience also requires embracing discomfort. Growth does not happen in a place of ease. It happens when you push past limitations and challenge yourself. The more you expose yourself to adversity and overcome it, the stronger you become. Resilient individuals seek out challenges because they know that each one prepares them for the next level of success. They do not fear hardship. They welcome it as part of the journey. In a world where most people break under pressure, those who master resilience stand out. They prove that no failure is permanent, no obstacle is insurmountable, and no dream is out of reach. They inspire others not because they never fall, but because they always rise. This is how true greatness is achieved, not by avoiding struggle, but by facing it head on and emerging stronger every time. True greatness is not measured by how many times you succeed, but by how many times you rise after falling. The world is filled with people who have talent, intelligence, and potential, yet very few ever reach the highest levels of success. It is not because they lack the ability, but because they lack the resilience to keep going when things get tough. Most people give up too soon, allowing fear, doubt, and setbacks to dictate their destiny. But those who achieve greatness understand that struggle is not a sign to stop, it is a sign to push harder. The ability to keep moving forward, no matter how many times life knocks you down, is what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. Obstacles are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you. Every challenge, every failure, and every hardship carries a lesson that prepares you for the next level. Those who achieve the impossible are not the ones who never face difficulties. They are the ones who refuse to let difficulties define them. They see struggle as a necessary part of the journey, not as a reason to quit. They know that each setback is a test of their commitment, a moment where they must decide whether to back down or rise up stronger than before. They embrace the pain, the uncertainty, and the discomfort, knowing that each time they conquer a challenge, they become more powerful. The world does not reward excuses, it rewards results. No one remembers the person who almost made it, who tried but gave up, or who let fear stop them. The only ones who are remembered are those who persevered, who endured the struggles, and who proved through their actions that they were unstoppable. Success is not about having the perfect conditions, the perfect opportunities, or the perfect support system. It is about taking what you have and making the absolute most of it. It is about refusing to let circumstances control your future and instead choosing to rise above every limitation. Those who shock the world are the ones who refuse to settle for mediocrity, who push beyond what others believe is possible, and who show through their results that they were willing to do whatever it takes. You will never know your true potential until you challenge yourself beyond your limits. Most people live within the comfort zones that society, family, and their own fears have created for them. But real transformation only happens when you break through those boundaries, when you commit to becoming the strongest, most disciplined, and most resilient version of yourself. There is nothing that can stop you. The moment you stop making excuses, stop seeking approval, and stop fearing failure, you step into your true power. You become the person who not only dreams big, but takes massive action to make those dreams a reality. Greatness is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone who is willing to do the work, face the challenges, and keep going no matter what. The question is not whether you are capable. The question is whether you are willing. The choice is yours. Rise, prove yourself, and show the world what is truly possible.